Hey, hello, what's up everyone? In this video I'm going to teach you about Ketu in the 6th house of D9 chart or navamsa chart in Vedic astrology. So, before beginning, if you are not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon and click the like button. And if you have any doubt after watching this video, please to mention it in my below comment section, okay? And yes, please to like and follow my Facebook community page, Parikshith Astrology, where you can also post some astrological stuff and gain knowledge. So, let's begin. So, what do you mean by navamsa chart or the D9 chart? See, navamsa chart or the D9 chart is the second most important chart of your birth chart. It is mainly seen for your strengths of your planet. It is also seen for your married life. It is also seen for your relationship between you and your spouse and also your marital life. So, see, navamsa chart or the D9 chart mainly gets activated after your married life or after your second half of your life, that is after 33 years or 36 years of your age. Now, coming to the strengths of your planet. Now, let's say for example, if Sun is debilitated in your birth chart and that planet Sun is been exalted in your navamsa chart or the D9 chart, that shows that planet Sun has gained extra strength or extra power. Now, coming to the married life. See, every individual divisional chart, including the main birth chart, has its own Karaka planet or the significator planet, right? Like say for example, in your birth chart, Sun is the Karaka planet or the significator planet, right? Likewise, in your navamsa chart or the D9 chart, Venus is the Karaka planet or the significator planet. So, Venus should be placed in an exalted sign, Mool Trikon sign, own sign or in a friendly sign. That shows that you will be having very good married life. Now, coming to the 6th house of D9 chart or navamsa chart in Vedic astrology. What does 6th house of D9 chart or navamsa chart in Vedic astrology represents? See, normally 6th house of D9 chart or navamsa chart represents after your married life, whether you will get loans or debts through your marriage, or whether you will get enemies or not, or whether you will beat your enemies or not, can be seen through the 6th house of D9 chart or navamsa chart in Vedic astrology. It is mainly seen for your competitors also. And it also shows that whether you will argue with your spouse or not after your married life, can be seen through the 6th house of the D9 chart or navamsa chart. Now, what happens when planet Ketu is sitting in the 6th house of D9 chart or navamsa chart? Now, what does planet Ketu represents? See, planet Ketu represents detachment, separation. It also represents spiritual life or also occult signs. Now, it also shows that you may not be interested on particular areas of life. Now, coming to the planet Ketu sitting in the 6th house of D9 chart or navamsa chart, it shows that after your married life, you might not be interested to argue with anyone. And it also shows that you might not be interested to have competition with anyone. It also shows that even though if you are having enemies, you might not be interested to win over them or fight with them, because Ketu represents something detachment from them or separation from them. And it also shows that you will go to foreign lands, because Rahu will be sitting in the 12th house of D9 chart or navamsa chart. So after your married life, you will surely go to the foreign land. Now, what happens when Ketu is conjuncted with benefic planets like Moon, Mercury, Venus and Jupiter? Now, coming to the planet Moon. Now, what happens when Ketu is conjuncted with planet Moon? Now, what does planet Moon represent? It represents your mind. It represents your actually the presence of mind. It also represents your happiness. It also represents your mother. It also represents your emotions. So, when Moon and Ketu are conjuncted in the 6th house of D9 chart or navamsa chart, it shows that you will get happiness only when you get separated from your enemies and also from your competitors and all. And it also shows that you will get peace when you do meditation, yoga and all. Now, coming to the planet Venus. Now, what happens when Venus is conjuncted with planet Ketu? Now, what does planet Venus represents? It represents beauty, love, romance, luxurious life. It also represents spouse in a male's chart. Now, when Venus and Ketu are conjuncted in the 6th house of D9 chart or navamsa chart, it shows that you might not be interested to do romance or love with your spouse, and it also shows that you might be interested towards the spiritual life. It also shows that you might not be interested towards the materialistic part. So unless if Ketu's dispositor is placed very well. Now, what happens when Ketu is conjuncted with planet Jupiter? Now, what does planet Jupiter represents? It represents divine knowledge. It also represents your teachers, gurus, advisors, counselors. It also represents your financial condition. Now, when Jupiter and Ketu are conjunct in the 6th house of DNA chart or navamsa chart, it shows that after your married life, you might not be interested towards your financial condition and all. And if your financial condition goes down, then also you might not be interested how to make your financial condition stable and all. This is the main one thing when Jupiter and Ketu are conjuncted in the 6th house of DNA chart or navamsa chart. And it also shows that you might be interested towards the occult science like astrology. Now, what happens when Ketu is conjuncted with planet Mercury? Now, what does planet Mercury represent? It represents your intelligence, it represents your logical ability, it also represents your business, and it also represents your communication. So, when Ketu and Mercury are conjunct in the 6th house of D9 chart or navamsa chart, it shows that you will be having some enemies in your business if you are having business, or if you are in job, then you might be having some troubles during communicating with your colleagues, like misunderstanding problems and all. Now, what happens when Ketu is conjuncted with malefic planets like Sun, Mars and Saturn? Now, what happens when Ketu is conjuncted with planet Sun? Now, what does planet Sun represent? Sun represents your ego, Sun represents leadership qualities, Sun also represents king, government and father. Now, when Ketu and Sun are conjuncted in the 6th house of D9 chart or navamsa chart, it shows that if you are working in a government job or if you are an employee in a particular government sector, that shows that after your married life you might not be interested to work in the government job or government sector, and it also shows that you might start your own business after your married life. Now, what happens when Ketu is conjuncted with planet Mars? Now, what does planet Mars represents? It represents your aggressive nature, like becoming angry person. It also represents short temper nature. So, when Ketu and Mars are conjuncted in the 6th house of D9 chart or navamsa chart, it shows that you might not be interested to show your anger towards other people or towards a society or towards your spouse. Now, what happens when Ketu is conjuncted with planet Saturn? Now, what does planet Saturn represents? It represents hardworking. It also represents older people. It also represents your laziness. So, when Saturn and Ketu are conjuncted in the 6th house of D9 chart or navamsa chart, it shows that you might not be interested to work hard, but you will work smart. So, this is it for today, guys. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe below, or else I will see you in the next video. That is planet in the 1st house of D10 chart or Dasamsa chart in Vedic astrology. So, if you want any consultancy, please to contact my given below WhatsApp number, or else you can even mail me. So, until and unless, thank you, bye bye, love you, take care.